Okay. Call to order. It's Tuesday, May 19th, 2026, 6:30 p.m. for our special meeting.
6:30.
It's 6:30.
You said 3 p.m.
I heard 6:30.
6:30.
3 p.m. must be my
Okay,
hearing.
it's whatever I said, it's 6:30.
I
and,
hear stuff wrong.
But anyway, we have a quorum, even though it's just three of us, we do have a quorum. Talking about the adoption of the agenda. We're here to talk about the possible consideration of staff job description for the town planner. And also, I'd like to add to this discussion about the contract for a temporary town planner, whether it be with Central Lina or In Focus. And I want to get you guys' opinion and input on that. Can I get a motion on the
I make a motion to adopt the agenda as amended with discussion and possible consideration for the contractor part-time fill-in town planner
Okay.
until one permanently can be hired.
Okay, all in favor? Okay, all right. That is approved, unanimous. Open it up, the discussion of talk about the staff job description of the town planner. Anybody want to go first?
I will jump in.
Okay.
Based upon looking at the previous job description and even what our previous town planner had believed the job responsibilities were, we felt we wanted to blow some of that out and give additional detail and to be very clear about the relationships that need to happen. And so we took the time to add a few things into here that they need to work with developers to kind of help them maneuver through the process. And we added some things as well in terms of being able to, we put and we talked about this at the town council meeting, to put like a prior kind of setting the tone and context paragraph in there that would basically say that we're hoping that they can act as a custodian as well for the town, helping to draw the right projects to town or circumvent projects that may not fit with our town look and feel. And so that's what Tom and I spent Friday morning kind of blowing out into more detail.
Yeah.
Did you want to add anything?
And I will say too, thank you too for doing that, taking this on as I won't call it a sub council, group here to bring it for the council to approve. So thank you guys for taking the time.
And
But go
part
ahead,
of that was to pretty much spell it out that the planner has to be proactive and reactive with developers and development projects, not just it comes in and process it. You have to work with them, steer them in the right direction, and that this is what we expect. You are missing stuff, or you need to improve this, that, or the other before it comes all the way in, to save them time and money and us heartache and headache if it comes in and not fully done. So that was part of the conversation we had, is that you have to be, I guess, work with the developers. This is not just take what they give you.
Right.
That was our point.
No, and I think it's critical that we be proactive to determine what is right for the town and what, like you said, what fits and doesn't fit, what works and doesn't work, what's going to bring value, what's going to, I'm going to say it like this, to excite the residents who are here, the wow factor, just bring in a nice product. And so I think it is critical for the planner to be engaged with that and to make sure at the start that these things, is what we're looking for, and not just like, okay, here's what we got,
From the community meeting on, the first community meeting, they should be giving feedback to the developer. This is where I see you have this problem or that problem, or this is good, that is good. Give them that feedback so when they come with an application, that it is coming into the box of what we expect.
Right. No, you're exactly right. And this is all is a part of shaping the town, and just making sure the applications, like you said, are complete. And when it comes to the planning board, we we have less hiccups along the way until it gets up to the council position.
And this is something I would recommend we do. It's not with the job description, but with the application form, that there's basically, with the checklist, that at the bottom of the checklist, there's a place where it says reviewed and approved as complete by the town planner, and they sign it. and
Like
date
a
it.
wax seal.
And stamp that they have fully believed that everything is there and done.
And verified.
And verify.
I think it's
Yeah.
important to
Yeah.
cross-check the numbers and make sure.
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
as much as can be done at the early stage.
Exactly.
And you're talking about Appendix 2B, you know,
Yes.
that whole, you know,
2B,
process.
the 2B has basically a certification that the planner believes that it's full and complete and as presented as proper as required by the town. You have the proper paperwork to document whatever you need, be it, you have the stormwater plan that's been done by their engineer that says it works, reviewed by
Mhm.
Lobella or whoever.
Correct.
That says this, we've reviewed it, it looks reasonable, that this should work. That's all they're gonna say at that
Right.
early stage.
Right.
This should work, and go from there. So at least everything's there. So when the planning board looks at it, they're not saying, well, where's this, where's this, where's this? Everything gets to them. Nothing gets to them until it's complete.
Right.
And when they have it, they have all the facts. Then they can dig into it, do their work, and make
No,
their decision.
I think it's less headaches along the way, like I said earlier. And, there's less, chance of kicking it back when we have everything lined up and we know for sure what we've got, presented to us.
So do we need to read this out loud and then approve it, or what, from my
Or
process
do you
standpoint, what
post
do
this?
We can just add it to the record.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
that
Did
record.
you got the red lines from the
Correct.
Kevin,
Yes.
and that's,
Yes.
and you're approving that?
Yes.
Right. But let me ask this before, because, Tom's, great idea or, comment here about a place on that application where the planner signs off on it, stamps it, or whatever he's going to do with it. Is that something that's not a UDO change? That's just an application
I think-
change.
Yeah,
Can we
we'll add that to that,
add that to
You got
that?
but we're not talking about that right now, but yeah, we'll add that to the.
You gotta
Yeah.
get
Right. So we're giving direction to the staff to add that.
Right, okay.
I have an additional question. It didn't occur to me till this moment, and I'm sorry that it didn't, but based on reporting structures, we have Jazzy who reports into the planner,
Right.
right? I'm assuming that it will continue to do so. Do we need to add those kind of responsibilities into the job description?
For,
That they are responsible for,
Managing the permit
Mm.
technician assistant. planner.
correct.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
I do
That's a
too.
good catch.
yes.
And if, I'm not sure what you all are planning to do as far as like evaluations, that would be appropriate for the planner to be.
100%.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, the planner
they
should
work
do
directly
the
with-
assistant. Yeah, that they oversee, they should do it.
So I would, unfortunately, we have to recommend that change. And we would then have to, do we have to have that again checked by legal? But if that is okay to
I think,
add,
I think you just say if that's,
then I would say then I'm okay with those changes
Yeah,
to go
I
forward.
think so too.
Yeah, we always find things that,
thank you
Mhm.
for catching that.
but it's really a bullet point
Yeah.
Yes,
addition. So
exactly.
Right.
it should not
Which
be.
there did not seem to be anything
Yeah,
No, and I read
in
through
terms of
this
Yeah.
well and didn't see anything, and that's again a great catch. Um,
and I guess I'm looking at where that would probably be best added in.
it doesn't matter. It's a laundry list.
yeah, they could put it at the end. It
Anywhere.
really doesn't matter or whatever. Or wherever the staff
already
feels
have
that it
other
needs to go.
And
Yes.
in other duties, we that we could do, but it would be good to. I'm just looking where it's probably the best place to add it.
Maybe under reviews and recommends rezoning requests, interprets, applies, and recommends zoning and land use ordinance amendments. Right in there, maybe? And because it's kind of with the reviews, applications, issues, zoning permits. Could go in there. Oversees permit technician, which is the third one from the top.
Yes. And oversees what is that? What is her technical name?
Permit
Permit
technician.
technician, planning assistant.
Is what now?
Permit technician and planning assistant.
Yes.
And she's also now as assistant zoning administrator.
Right.
And basically added, after that comma, you could add oversees and
Yes,
whatever the proper words is for that title.
I like supervise.
I do too.
Supervise.
That's
yeah.
more descripت.
Right.
Supervise that person, which then infers you do the review. If you're supervising, you
Right.
review.
Correct.
That is agreeable to me. Anything else anybody is?
Yeah.
That was just the last little link
Yeah, it
strike
was-
in this
yeah.
brain.
Mhm.
And if
Okay.
we do that, we know what that language basically is going to be.
Approved.
Basically
Yeah.
to approve this with that slight modification.
Correct. Can I
Yes.
get a motion to approve it with that modification to it?
I will make a motion to approve the job description as written with an included modification requiring the supervision of the permit technician to be added and reviewed by attorney.
And again, for a town planner position.
Yes.
All right. All in favor? Okay, it's unanimous. That was good. Okay. Let's move forward to the temporary. We're looking for a temporary planner until we get a full-time planner for anybody who's watching this. And we've got a couple. We threw out some others, didn't respond. So we have a couple here that we're looking at in Focus and Centralina. And you know, and I'm going to be honest, it was tough. There's pros and cons on both sides. There's expenses, but you pay a little more here, but you get more, and it's like, okay, then trying to stay within a budget and trying to determine, you know, what do we need. It was tough. I read through this several times. I'm like, oh my gosh, I could go both ways. And so, your thoughts?
I included up there, I believe, in the stack of the papers, a brief resume of the people that would be coming
Yes.
here with us.
Yes.
And this was primarily within Focus, correct?
That was in Focus. Yes, I
Yes.
did not get back from Centralina.
Okay. And again, I mean, I went through and I circled things and made bullet points and that kind of thing from both of them. And it's like, and when I got down to the end, the head was still spinning because I saw things I wanted in both. I'm like, okay, can I have this and that?
Oh.
But it was a tough deal. And I'm going to ask you, you know, what would be what's your input?
I've worked with both before, most recently with Enfocus as far as a interim planner. And I'm in the same spot you are. I would be leaning more towards Enfocus, if only because I'm familiar with those people
Okay.
and they're familiar with the town.
So-
Has Centralina had any, how long ago was their experience here? And
Well, we have Matt, who is our code enforcement officer. So, but he is a planner, but he doesn't do that for them. But as far as having a planner here, I don't know. It's before my time.
Now, just to clarify for anybody who's watching, these are two part-time positions with limited time here. And so this is not a full-time staff position that somebody's going to be here all the time because, again, this is very costly and we're trying to, be wise in what we're spending in our dollars here. So, but still get the job done and keep things moving so we don't completely stop down. And so I'm gonna ask you, Karen, which one gives us more time in the office? And I know that was tough, and I had it in my notes, but one gave us a little bit more time, but less direction.
Well,
And so,
they broke it down a little differently. I mean, Centralina said about 20 hours a week with 1 to 2 in office days. And Focus was initially a day a week with the planning director. We won't need him every week. And then 1 to 2 days a week for a regular planner. So
yeah, no, I hate to throw that at you. Which do you remember which one gave us more access to a planner's, to more,
I think they both do. It's a matter of how you pay it.
Mhm.
Right.
The way I read it.
And what difference did you tease out in the cost?
right.
and then that all boils down to how many hours they're here
Yeah.
and how many hours we need them.
And initially, it's going to be more than hopefully it is later. And we're hoping this may be 90 to 120 days.
Right.
Hoping,
Yes.
Yeah. I'm hoping.
hope is hope, but
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're not locked into, if we find a full-time planner in 30 days,
Right.
we're not locked in. We can move on
Right.
in the contract.
and
Right.
basically this is a contract, not a temporary employee, correct?
They both have an end to them. And if you need to extend, you can extend.
But it's a contract.
But
It's technically a contract with a third-party provider. So it's not a part-time employee
And there's not like an early
termination. or
termination fee.
I didn't see
Maybe.
that, but I would check that one. Let me check that one more time. I did send them both to Karen to review.
Okay.
And she took a first blush. She said she wants to see names. And I did get names from Enfocus. What else did she say? Give me 1 second. She said, all right, so yeah, the basic, I mean, it's important to have the same people or person in the office. And we are limited on the time they will be here.
Right. So access to this person, is going to be limited by all of us, including
Mhm.
residents, because if someone pops into the office, hey, can I talk to you for a while?
Right.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Right.
That kind of
The
thing.
priorities,
$1 per minute.
Yes.
the priorities will be the projects that are in the pipeline and the reviews that need to be done for that kind of stuff.
Speaking of which, well, maybe what we should do, let's just discuss it, is institute something like if between this time to this time is their office hour. If anyone drops in, that's the time that it can be handled, or everything has to be by appointment only
Appointment only
for
because,
this period of
yeah.
time. And there's like 15-minute increments or something.
because
I don't want it to bleed.
no, exactly. And,
Well, the other thing is however much can be steered off to,
Correct. From a permit basis,
yes,
it's better.
anything, it can be steered and screened to
Yes.
figure out,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
If she can be the front person and then kind of a gatekeeper.
Oh, Jaslyn, yes.
Yes.
Jaslyn.
Jaslyn, yeah.
Right.
She's-
Jaslyn be the gatekeeper to back there.
Right.
That, somebody just walks in out of the blue and just wants to whatever
Right.
talk, she talks to them.
We can take
And
care of that.
then if it's something that really needs
Right.
to go, then something gets worked out
Right.
because she's going to be here a reasonable amount of time.
Right.
Because
Right.
basically,
During the,
She's here during the workday
The
and
work
and a
days.
couple hours after. So.
yeah, because we have a full-time load with a part-time planner.
Yes.
So if someone comes in, wants to chit chat, just, whatever, we just don't have that time, for
Right.
this.
we do not have time.
I wish we would have been able to see the work experience of the Centralina people too.
I think yesterday I reached out and I didn't hear back. If you don't want to put this off any longer, I can try and nudge them one more time.
Is, so
Because I'm leaning a little that way
you lean a little
towards Central Iowa.
Central Iowa?
And I believe in their contract, they also listed, or in their scope of services, they also listed specific people that were going to be here.
You know, I
just
was
didn't
in my notes, I was leaning towards Central Iowa too, but
Okay.
at the same time, we have folks here, like you were saying earlier, Karen,
Who are
that-
familiar.
that are familiar and
That
sort of
means
knows our
something.
workflow and knows the feel of the town and who we are. And that's important as well. I'm going to ask you this. It's critical that this person, you know, gets up to speed on our UDO and, you know, and holds that tight. Would I be assuming wrong that in focus, since they are more familiar with us, would know our UDO? Would that be the correct assumption or not?
That would be an assumption.
Yes.
But I think I would make the same assumption.
They're probably-
I mean, we
they
had
may
the
not know
UDO
it
when they
all,
were
but
here
they're more
last.
Familiar with it.
Right. Well, and things have changed, but I don't think the big,
Not fundamentally.
yeah.
They
Thank
know
you.
where to look.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Cost-wise, are they pretty comparable? Now, I remember looking at that and
They didn't, I wish they had similar pricing structures.
it was so different. Yeah. I sat
Look,
down.
apples and oranges.
Right. I asked Leslie to look at it, and she said she hates reading contracts. she was the one that suggested getting the resumes as well. I think if we're smart with it, we'll be able to manage the budget of it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is a matter of, we know what the full-time planner cost us. That's defrays a huge
Right.
amount of this.
Right.
And if there's a little cost beyond, I don't think it's gonna kill us. But
Correct.
this is a necessary evil.
We don't have any choice.
Yeah.
This is a necessary evil we have to do until we get somebody full-time.
Yeah.
And I know I do like the fixed fee from Central Ina.
Mhm.
Right. And I like
It
that
just makes
too.
me much more comfortable.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and I was thinking about that too, Tom, because we're going to have to pay somebody anyway. So so just it's not like it was zero to something. We were in that
Yeah.
money was outgoing anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's just how much on top does it go?
And we won't be paying a full salary like
Right.
we will
Sure.
once we hire somebody.
Right. And for what you said earlier, the fixed cost, and I was leaning a little bit toward Central Iowa, even though I said earlier, I was torn toward both ways. There was just pluses and minuses on both sides. I would probably lean toward Central Iowa as well, but again, we're
You
going
can
right
sit
back.
here and you're gonna split hairs.
I know.
Because it's-
But then comes familiarity.
But then again, you got folks here in Focus that already knows our system, and so it's like, oh my god.
But I think if you're a planner, you're a planner,
Yeah.
right? And no matter what, you have to adjust. And Central Iowa would probably be just as capable,
Mhm.
as in Focus to be able to hit the ground running.
So I'm good with whatever you guys think.
Yeah.
It is a hard decision.
And Tom, where are
I
you
just
at?
I got a feeling that the cost, one way or the other, are gonna be close. I don't think there's gonna be here or, here and there for either way. It's gonna be relatively comparable one way or the other. And, I always like familiarity is just my one thing I think of, but I understand that the other is more black and white.
Financially,
Yeah.
like a contractor coming into your house.
Yeah.
I don't want them to open the door and be like, oh, now it's going to be something different.
Yeah,
There
well,
is something.
this
to-
is pretty straightforward what we're asking them to do though. And if we have a good gatekeeper that keeps
but
things
she's
under
young.
control.
She's young. you know.
She handles them very well.
Yeah.
She's very good.
Mhm.
She's more confident than I was at that age. It's
Well, I
amazing.
mean, somebody comes in and needs an application, here, we'll send it to you, or whatever it may be. She can handle a bunch of this stuff. It's when you get down to, you have this coming in, and it's going to be an application that you have to have these people really available to review and steer these people in the right direction. I just hope Jasmine can steer off a number of the people cost-wise for us.
Debbie is a really good gatekeeper as
Well,
well,
Debbie,
for
yeah,
lack
we
of a
do have
better
Debbie
term.
here as
Right.
well. So,
And there's always you too as well, you know?
so, I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
it is difficult. But we're down to, this is almost a coin toss. That's the way I look at it. You know, there's pros and cons for both
Mhm.
Mhm.
people. And, you know, the concept of knowing more your price, I fully understand that this is what we're bought. We're
Right.
paying for.
Just have a comfort level with that.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah.
it's so
And
good.
hopefully this will not be an extended period of time that
Exactly.
the money could end up being considerable. I mean, if this is.
No, we're
if this is-
all in a line that we
Yeah.
want this to be as short as possible.
Yes.
Correct,
We're
correct.
all.
We
aligned
all
with
are
that.
of that same mindset.
So.
Somebody make a motion.
I,
So I'm not good at this. I'm new.
yeah.
So I make a motion to accept the contract for Centralina.
Central line, okay.
You actually word it that way or have
So,
staff negotiate.
Direct staff to
Direct
enter into contract with
with
Contract
Central
Carolina.
Line
Carolina. If
in amount not to exceed,
what,
what did they say, no more than?
We have a number.
Well, I see
but
the in focus contract here of 36.
$6,000 a month.
okay,
How much?
It's about
$6,000.
$6,000 a month, not to exceed $36,000
$1,000 over the
for
6
6
month
months.
period.
Yes, yes.
And it can be stopped once we hire somebody coming on.
And we will verify that
Yes.
one last time
Correct.
before
Yeah.
contract is signed.
Okay. Can I get you made a motion, all in favor? So it's unanimous to move forward on that.
All right.
Financially, this cannot make much any difference one way or the other. It's a matter of service is where we are. Do we get enough service or not? And hopefully this is good enough service to get us through this,
To where we need to.
this
Yeah.
short period of time. And you have enough to advertise for a position.
I
We need to do official.
I might need a salary range. I can use the same one we used when we hired Greg and see how that goes, and we can come back and discuss it if we need to.
We should probably benchmark what other planners are.
Well, that was kind of what was done.
Right.
Was that 2
Yeah,
years
yeah,
ago?
But that was a couple years ago.
But could we use the latest?
Yeah.
We can
Use
use
this latest
latest.
with, basically you
Plus
got
or
to have the
minus
3.5% bump that we would be given.
Yep.
That's what I would do, current plus 3.5% to get us into that range, at least we could discuss. You don't want to scare people off with it too
Correct.
low.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
And.
But you also want to maybe attract people that could be coming out of school too, and may want to learn
We
and grow
don't
into
want
the
quite
position.
out of school.
No,
We
yeah,
want somebody that's had some experience.
yeah.
Right.
We have that guideline for 5 years. We do
Okay.
have some guidelines to that.
Ideally, it would be somebody who's been working under a planner.
Yeah.
And
A good
can come in.
assistant, a planner
Right.
Okay.
can come
from
in.
a bigger entity.
Right. We need somebody with experience because of the dynamics of the town.
Part of me feels like if we give someone the opportunity and they can grow into it, they could also be here for the long haul as well. And that, to me, may be, because it's that time of year where students are coming out.
I would say
You know.
this, it's a stepping stone.
I know.
Ideally, it would be somebody who's looking to hang out while they're approaching retirement.
Yes.
I love that idea.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
we need experience, I
You
think.
need experience. So,
Yeah. And
Yeah, I think that's enough to attract somebody that if we find the right person you deal with, you figure it out.
Yeah.
When the bridge, when we have to cross the
if
bridge.
we have to negotiate, we can do that too, but at least we have an idea.
Yeah, okay.
So,
So I'm directed to advertise for the planner position.
yes,
And are you guys okay with me paying to advertise in some places?
100%.
yes.
Yes.
All right.
We need,
You're talking about like the North Carolina League.
Yes, sir.
municipalities
Yes, sir.
and what
and I-
other-
Does it also go on like the online sites, like,
I find some of them. Yeah, I think we did LinkedIn last time.
okay,
Um,
I assume there's more civic type sites.
There
out
are.
right,
there are the Management Association, the Clerk Association, the UNC Charlotte Alumni Association, things like
Okay.
that.
okay. As long as it's out there and a good pool to find some good
Right.
qualified people.
We can
Gotcha.
get you a bunch of people.
it seems like
The league
NC
will
State
do it too.
has a lot, like maybe through their alumni network.
I'll look into that too.
Okay.
I'm always glad to have another wolf pack in the house.
What else
Okay.
do we need to do?
Is there anything else that we need to discuss on this? So we
I think
good?
We're good.
All right. Are we good? Is there
I'm all
anything
set.
you need from us as well?
I think I got it.
Okay. All right. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn?
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. We're adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here and thank you for watching.